7:01 p.m. and you are listening/watching 25 o'clock live stream radio. This is the first one I've ever done. Spent the last few days figuring out how to do it. So welcome all. For those who don't know me, my name is Dan Drago. I host, produce, am the creator of 25 O'Clock, a Philly music-centric podcast that I've been doing for about 5 years, over 5 years at this point. So, hey, if this is the first you're hearing about it, that's great. Welcome to the show. I left my show notes upstairs, so we're going to do something very unprofessional right now. I'm going to leave the desk area and go get my show notes. Yeah! Live radio, everyone. Live radio. I hope everyone can hear my voice. I think you can all hear my voice. Based on all my previous tests and technical tries with this, I'm assuming you can all hear my voice. So, someone... Ooh, good. I'm getting a note that someone's hearing and seeing me. Show notes. There we go. I like you all. All right. We're going to get into it right now. We're going to do it. As I said at the top, my name is Dan Drago. I host, produce, have created the podcast 25 O'Clock. And this is like a live radio version of 25 O'Clock. I've done shows like this before on the podcast, which you can check out at 25o'clockpod.com. They've all been pre-recorded where I've preloaded music and talked in between. This is the first time I'm doing it live in quite some time. This is the first time I've done anything close to live radio probably since the early 2000s when I was still in college and working for college radio. I'll talk more about myself as this show goes on. Ooh, visual too. Voice is working. It's good. Thank you for the feedback on the Facebook Live messagey thing. I've got like 19 windows open up right now, and I don't know what any of them do. Before I go on, there's some thank yous right at the top of the show. I want to thank hugely and immensely my brother, Dave Drago, for fielding so many stupid phone calls from me. Being like, how does things work? What is routing? How do I get things not to feedback and sound bad? A lot of stuff like that. So huge thanks to my brother Dave for talking me through this crap. We're going to get right into the music. The first track I want to play for you guys is from a band called You Do You. I've never met the whole band before, but I've met the front woman, Katie Feeney. She also has another project. It's called Roberta Faceplant. And I'm going to play a song called The Script. It's the third single from their upcoming full-length LP, which is called Funky Dinos. You can go to their site, which I'm going to kind of put up on a visual card while the song is playing, so you can check them out. But you can check out their first two singles, Live It Up and Ours. They've been getting a lot of play on XPN. They're a very funky, very up-tempo band, and Katie is a very, very high-energy band leader. So let's hear it. Let's hear The Script from You Do You here on 25 O'Clock Live Stream Radio.
Boy, we're gonna be the talk of the town, from the city straight to the ground, right down in flames, yeah. Flip script, read it right in your ear. It's exactly what you wanted to hear, and I just might mean it, baby. Talk the talk when you talk like that, baby. When you talk like that, the line gets a little blurry. Talk the talk and you don't talk back, baby. When you do it like that, don't you know that it hurts me? Oh, it hurts, it hurts, it hurts me. You do. I try not to make it all about you. Make me feel like I'm running a race, can't keep up at your pace, like you're gonna desert me. Make me feel like my heart's on fire, people gonna call me a lie when my heart's beating out of my body. Talk the talk when you talk like that, when you see through me like that. you take it too far again. Now the script's getting torn all over. The little things that you do, I don't want to make it all about you, you.
Made for the streets and feeling pleased again. Take a page and turn it towards the end of the world. No traffic in Nebraska seems to me just fine. If not, I have these visions of the end of time. Omaha's quiet on this Tuesday night. We could move our love to someplace nice like this. God save the sea. God save the sea. You and I are citizens. Let's reduce our serotonin intake. Came here for the food, but he stayed for the cancer. He came for the clean linens, but then no solution. Needles and things, mom's quiet straightening. Burdened by madness, it's just family history. This hospital is secular, not burdened by Jesus. Holding a rosary, but he ignored both of his kids. God save me. God save the sea. You and I are citizens. Let's reduce our serotonin intake. Happy with this turnout, I think it turned out fine. I'll be happy with this turnout if we make it out alive. This hallowed ground is underwater now. I came to please my baby, I let my baby down. A shuffle of a breath from the booze. The people at these parties don't look so good. The medicine is out, daylight's breaking as it should. The people at these parties slap me on the back. They slap me in the mouth and ride the needle tracks. The people at these parties creeping up to me. There you go again with family history. But you and I are citizens. Let's reduce our serotonin intake. Rid me from this medicine. Let's reduce our serotonin intake.
There's a lot of moving parts here, guys. There's a lot of moving parts. Thank you, Ryan, for telling me that you couldn't hear me. I'm going to go through all that again real quickly. You heard from Sean Barna on a track called "God Save the Scene" from his upcoming EP entitled "Margaret Thatcher, the Lower East Side." There, look, I put the card back up. I met Sean through some New York City music folk that I know, and he's worked out of 1809 Studios up in Western New York. This is a follow-up EP to his last EP, which was called Sissy with a C. That's C-I-S-S-Y. Great title. This one is certainly no slump. It's certainly an excellent follow-up. It features guitar from David Immergluck, who you might know as one of the guitarists for Counting Crows. He's worked with Camper Van Beethoven. He's got his own band, Monks of Doom. David is a great, great guitar player. Sean is an amazing songwriter, great frontman. I've seen him play a bunch of times, and he always, always impresses me. There, we can hear me now. There was no technical difficulty with the equipment, and there was technical difficulty with the equipment operator. We're just going to move on. This is what this is all about. This is what the live thing is all about, guys. This next track is from Martronimus, also known as Marty Gottlieb Hollis. He's a trumpet player and a songwriter, composer. He plays with a whole bunch of groups. What? No, I will not be distracted by the Facebook comments. Marty plays with a ton of groups, including Hard Work Movement, And that's where the guest on this track, Duns, comes in. He's one of the MCs in Hard Work Movement. This is a brand new song of theirs, and this is what they wrote about it on their website. They said, Hush is about COVID-19, about slowing down, listening, and sticking together. 100% of artist revenue from the track sales are going to be donated to the National Domestic Workers Alliance and Coronavirus Care Fund. So go download the track from Marty's Bandcamp. I'm going to put it up on the card, and I'm going to put it up in the comments. Support a very worthy and needed charity. But this is a track called Hush from Martronomous featuring Duns from Hard Work Movement here on the 25 o'clock live stream.
The news just came in from the west. They say get ready. Yeah, ready for action, snapping a pic, but what is the caption? What are you asking? Hiding your face, but what are you masking? What you got in that safe under your mattress? What if you're sick? What if I catch this? Maybe they playing, yo, maybe it's catfish. Hot as a desert, yo, maybe I'm cactus. Jack of all trades, dude, I'm loving your fashion. Ask him the future, he look in your palms. Said if you scared, then keep reading from Psalms. Days turn to weeks and these weeks getting long, but I'm blinking the song cause I'm seeking some calm. Sick as the zone and my hoodie is up. My people resilient, we goody and such. You keep on pretending, we calling your bluff. Enough is enough, the earth says, hush.
This is a public service announcement. If you aren't taking the coronavirus very seriously, you should be. If the virus continues to spread at its current rate, we will hit a peak of 10 million infections all at once in July. Our medical system will not be able to handle that number of cases, and many people will not receive the care required to survive. They will die. If we can slow the spread of the virus, we will be able to care for more people over a longer period of time, and more people will live. This virus can be spread within 6 feet if somebody coughs. The virus survives for up to 9 days on different surfaces such as metal, ceramics, and plastics. That means things like doorknobs, tables, or elevator buttons. You can be a carrier of the virus without any symptoms for up to 14 days. So, the most effective way to prevent the spread of the virus is social distancing. Keeping people home as much as possible, for as long as possible until this recedes. This won't be easy. The only way is to help each other and stick together. Hold on tight.
Yeah, that's Force Kids Collective right there with a track called tcrystals.jpg. Ooh, see, almost started the next song right there. That's from a record called Lorem Lipsum. And that's actually under the project name Lazuli Yellow and Spiral Sounds. Now that sounds like a lot of confusing information right there, but let me straighten it out for you. Force Kids Collective is Paul Marchesani, a young man who releases under dozens of different characters electronic music. This one particular character that he has, it's called Lazuli Yellow and Spiral Sounds, and the record is called Lorem Ipsum. Or Lorem Lipsum, sorry. See, I have to read what's in front of me. What he does is he creates these characters. He showed me the notebook when he was on the show back on episode 88, where he's created and drawn all these characters. And then each of these characters is a musician, and this is the kind of music that that character would make. It's remarkable, and he's amazing, and it's astounding that he's able to just keep it all straight. I had a great time talking to Paul. So if you get a chance, you want to go over to 25clockpod.com and check out episode 88, me talking with Paul of Force Kids Collective. We're going to move on to another song here. This is from a guy named Jackson Pines. I have never met Jackson, not yet at least, but we've met through email, virtually. He sent me this song that we're going to play. It's called Radio Kid from his EP Gas Station Blues and Diamond Rings. Jackson's been living here in Philly for about 5 years, and you should check out his site. Check out his other music. He's very rootsy, very classic folk rock singer-songwriter vibes here. I like it a lot, and I hope you do too. So here's Jackson Pines with a great tune called Radio Kid.
Age of space and apple pie came down like the Cuban Missile Crisis. Now I got a phone with an eye and a retinal scan for my iris. My dad was really into trains, radios and woodwind kind of things. He played the sax, he swung the axe, gas station blues and diamond rings. Where is my radio kid? I could sure use him tonight. All I got is static on this thing. I wanna see you in the light. He got the flu and couldn't join a band that never got too far along. Still, it was a thorn in his side, so he left his wife, and then I wrote this song. I never knew until he died things a child's not supposed to hear. Sometimes the business is in the front and all the bullshit's in the rear. Where is my radio kid? I could sure use him tonight. All I got is static on this thing. I wanna just feel alright. I wanna take you by the hand different sort of guy. I fear my blood is pretty bad, although it's not a reason why. So where is my radio, Dad? I miss him so much I can't speak. Somewhere in space he's floating away, and I'm just earthbound like a freak. Where is my radio, kid? I could sure use him tonight. All I got is static on this thing. I wanna see you in the light. I wanna see you. I wanna see you. I wanna see you in the light.
Alright, we come in the beginning, right?
Yep.
Okay.
You guys ready?
Mm-hmm.
This body is only a vehicle, the only device I know. So let us go back home. I've waited for this day for so many years. I can't believe I'm elevating my friends. And you held all the answers to help me clean myself. I'll prove to you I'm so much better than before. So we gather here on this day, learning the only way how to get high, 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 high. This body is only a vehicle, the only device I know. So help me go back home. I'll lay my body down. I'll lay this body down. We'll lay our bodies down. We'll lay these bodies down. I'll lay my body down. I'll lay this body down. We'll lay our bodies down. We'll lay these bodies down. It's the only way, or so they say. Your body is only a vehicle, the only device you know. So let's go back. This body is only a vehicle, the only device I know. So help me go back
Elaine Resnick right there with a song called 32397 Vehicle. You can see that on the card next to my face right now. Let me tell you the story behind this EP, which is called Settle Down, Found Tapes. It came out earlier this year. I got this off her website. I'm just going to read it to you. This is what she wrote. Tackling themes of anxiety, sense of belonging, mourning, loss, and hope, Resnick dives into the mindset of the people while asking questions I did not start reading at the top. From her site. So Settle Down, Found Tapes, explores the perspective of a follower from within various American cults, including Heaven's Gate and the People's Temple, which people know as Jonestown. Tackling themes of anxiety, sense of belonging, mourning, loss, and hope, Resnick dives into the mindset of the people while asking questions about why they entered the cult, what made them leave, and what made them stay, and how are they feeling in their final days. This was recorded to tape on a Tascam Porta Studio 464. These lo-fi recordings were created with the intention of sounding like they were recorded on location during the time when these cults existed. What a super, super amazing... I never would have thought to make a record about stuff like that. But that's Elaine Resnick's new record. It's called Settle Down, Found Tapes. Elaine is not only an accomplished touring musician and songwriter, she's also a producer and a mastering engineer and all-out cool person. Sorry, I had to do a thing right there. She plays in Kate Dressed Up when she's not doing her own thing. I've had both Kate and Elaine on the show. So check it out, 25o'clockpod.com if you want to see the older episodes. I want to hear them. We're going to move along. We're going to get moving here. This next track is from probably one of my absolute favorite Philly bands of all time. And if you are old to the show and have heard me talk enough, you've heard me mention them at least once. The band's called Dear Forbidden. This is their new single. It's called Smile Dropper. The band's fronted by Gina Cardillo. With Ryan Young of Needless Ghosts and Steph Bretman, who's also the drummer in All Right Jr. I've known Gina for over a decade, and it's probably been one of my favorite things in the Philly, coming up in the Philly music scene and just being here for a long time. To watch her grow, not only as a performer, but also as a frontwoman, as a songwriter. She's honestly one of my favorite front people, and her band is one of my absolute favorites. If you dig that 90s kind of loud, quiet, loud, heavy guitar, sort of art rock sound, Pixies and Hole, and even like St. Vincent, look no further. Dear Forbidden are your band. So we're going to check out a song called Smile Dropper from Dear Forbidden here on 25 o'clock live radio stream.
Dust clouds roll up about my head. White crowds with torches shout all around the town. Don't let it defeat either side.
Can't slow down, there's too much at stake. And every day, the distance grows between our hearts and our way home. At the edge of the world and at the ends of home. Gotta keep climbing, throwing down more rope when darkness falls before our eyes. Desperation comes. We will arise. This isn't who we're meant to be. Back to back as we fall asleep. This isn't how it falls apart. With no way back into your heart. And at the edge of the world and at the ends of hope, we gotta keep on climbing. Throwing down more rope when darkness falls before our eyes and desperation calls. We will rise. We will rise. Life's a tragedy for anyone who feels. Wake from this nightmare and show the monsters who's real. To be not what they taught us to believe. It's all too much and it keeps coming. But if you hold my hand, I know we'll think of something at the edge of the world and at the ends of hope. We've gotta keep on climbing, so we can throw down all the road when darkness falls before our eyes and desperation comes. When it comes, we will arise. We will isn't who we're meant to be.
That keeps happening. It's all right. That was King Pine right there with a song called It's All Too Much from his new EP, At the Edge of the World. It just came out, I think, this week or a week ago. What an odd and unexpected time to be dropping a new record. King Pine is James Hearn, and James Hearn has been my friend and on and off music collaborator for I can't tell you how long. Going on almost 25 years. His new moniker of King Pine has him, at least in my opinion, making some of the best music he's ever written and recorded. And I was actually in the process of learning a whole lot of this stuff so I could back him up as a player on some dates that he had coming this spring. And of course, all those dates were canceled, like the many, many, many dates of many, many other bands out there. So hopefully he'll get back out there in the fall and winter, and maybe I'll be able to sit in with him too. But that's King Pine. It's All Too Much from his new EP, At the Edge of the World. We're rounding out a little bit. I'm going to do this for till about 8 o'clock. Just to mention to people too, I'm going to put this up if I can figure out how. I'm going to try and put this up on YouTube for watching and listening later, and I'm going to try and get the audio up somewhere. I might even just take the audio and put it up on the regular 25o'clockpod.com feed so you can listen to it later. I'll try and edit out some of the more egregious snafus. Or maybe I'll leave it in. It's a big learning experience. One more thing about King Pine, one more thing about James Hearn, but before I move on, I've been reminded multiple times in the comments that I am running this radio show at the same time that he's doing his Instagram Live. I swear this was not a slight. I'm not having a power struggle with my best friend and collaborator. I just honestly forgot that he was doing it tonight, and yeah, that's how that goes. So here, I'm just going to show this. This is James right here. He's on Instagram Live. If you want to, you can go over there and see him. King Pine Music. You should check it out. He'll probably be playing for a lot longer after I'm done. So that's probably one of the things I'm going to check out once I sign off here. But I'm going to move on with the music. We're going to check out a song from John Morrison. John Morrison is a DJ, a producer, and a music writer. Not a writer of music, but also a writer about music. He hosts WXPN's show Culture Cypher, which explores not only hip-hop, but its roots and its current sounds, and also the building blocks and influences and some of the samples of what make up, what we know of as the hip-hop genre. When I had him on the show, we talked about this record that I'm going to play you a cut from, and he has an amazing musical knowledge, not just of hip-hop and funk and soul and R&B, but of indie rock and punk and art rock and psychedelia and jazz. He is a great guy to have a conversation with if you are super, super into music. So we're going to check out something from his LP. It's called Memorabilia. It's sort of a full-length mixtape, and this is a song called Funeral Books from John Morrison's Memorabilia, and it's outstanding. So let's listen to it here on 25 o'clock, a radio live stream. That is not what I want to play. See, we're having fun here, guys. We're having so much fun. Are we there? Are we there? There we go.
Sticks and stones, they might break your bones, but the 9mm, it will bore your dome. I'm talking about the toe tagging, the body bagging, man, niggas are dying, mamas are crying, casket buying, who me dying, leave my family crying. Hell no, I cause them bloodbath showers, semi-commissary, motherfuck them flowers. Thoughts of slaughter, of leaving my daughters. Hours and hours of fears running through my mind as I pick up the Zig 9. Beat starts with the shove, then ends with the shuffle. And niggas standing on your corner reminiscing of you, but your ass is out and you're dead and gone. So who'd you rather be, the murdered or the murderer? Niggas got me stressed, I grab my tech and my vest, then I sing who job bless, let no man curse. But one of us will leave here tonight in a hearse, when we'll be tried by 12 and fertilizing daisies, crying mamas and cousins and crying babies, due to the fact that death is a must. Ashes to ashes and dust to dust. Niggas getting bust for in God with trust. So if you're coming to my town and try to slow the dough down, you must be casket bound, cause I'd rather be tried by 12 than carried by 6. Nigga, I saw my name in the book at your funeral. The Zigs on my hip with an extra clip, cause I'd rather be tried by 12 than carried by 6. La-di-da-di, Saturday night and we like to party, but punks are fucking around so we might catch a body. Early Sunday morning don't really wanna hurt nobody. Say what they tryna get, I already got it. Jump motherfuckers just to scheming on my shit, but little do they know I got the Zig on my hip with an extra clip, and I'd rather be tried by 12 than carried by 6. Aw shit, murder commit. And there goes another statistic running through ballistic. The witness say I'm wicked, but that's how I kick it. Cause I'll be the bastard who blast and didn't get blasted. With kiss caskets, I peeled your wig back, kid. Now sucker, look who died. Body will be identified. Mama and Papa will cry. A bitch ass man says he'll testify to see me try. But here's that slide upon the same corner where you did. And I'm still facing the bid. Cause I'd rather be tried by 12 than carried by 6. Nigga, I saw my name in the book at your funeral. The zigs on my hip with an extra clip. Cause I'd rather be tried by 12 than carried by 6. Until my man Philip Phoenix, rest in peace. Until my nigga Shaq Kim, rest in peace. Until my man Dillion, rest in peace.
It's a track called Funeral Books from John Morrison's Memorabilia record. Great stuff. Like I said, I had him on the show a little bit ago, and his musical knowledge is insane. And he's a great DJ and a great producer, an amazing mixtape maker, and a quality hang. John Morrison, if you're watching, listening, hearing this later, you are a quality hang. I'm going to wrap up here. Just a couple of minutes. I want to thank you all for watching and listening and throwing comments in and telling me when you couldn't hear me and, putting up with my slightly clunky situation right here. For a first one, I think we did pretty good. I made fewer mistakes than I thought I was going to make. And according to the clock, I timed this out pretty well. So I got that going for me. I'm going to leave you with a song as sort of a segue to another person you can check out on Facebook Live on a live stream right now. But not before. I'm going to do it now. This last track I'm going to leave you with it's from Stephen Lorick and features Cortland Carr. It's a song called Radio Star from Stephen's record San Juan Sessions from a couple of years ago. Stephen used to front the band Shark Tape, whom I loved when they were active. I still love them now that they're not active. But back when they were playing, I absolutely loved that band. And Cortland is a singer-songwriter and a great performer. And they are married. And they have a live stream show coming up tonight at 8 p.m. on Facebook Live. So go search up Stephen Lorick on Facebook and you'll find it. Stephen loves folk like Tom Petty and Big Star and Graham Parker and The Replacements, and he and I definitely clicked right away on that. And Cortland has a big soulful voice, and she loves 70-era songwriters and country music, and that's what got us talking too. And they've both been on the show separately, and check out their live stream tonight at 8 o'clock, Stephen Lorick and Cortland Carr. Before I play the song, just thanks for listening. Thanks for commenting. I'm going to do another one of these. I think I'm going to do it Wednesday night, 7 p.m. So this coming Wednesday, 7 p.m., I'm going to do another one of these. I'll send the word out through all the proper channels. And like I said earlier, I'm going to try and put up a streamable version of tonight's shows with video, with audio. I'm still kind of figuring out how I'm going to do that. But hopefully I can get it up on YouTube. Hopefully I can get the audio up on Mixcloud, or I might just put it up through the regular podcast avenues at 25o'clockpod.com. And I'll send out all the links to those when you're ready. Until then, check out 25o'clockpod.com if you haven't before. Sign up for the mailing list. That's where I'm going to kind of keep a lot of people up to date with when I'm going live. You can also find me on Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, all the places. So thanks so much for listening. Keep supporting the musicians in Philly and everywhere else. And until next time, I'm Dan Drago. It's been 25 o'clock. Take care of yourselves. Here's music from Stephen Lorick and Cortland Carr. It's a song called Radio Song. Here on 25 o'clock.
Feeling alright, and I know why.
we all come to life. I hope the drummer shows I got my favorite clothes. Niles never knows. He still thinks he's a pro. Taking tallies at the door, asking who you come to see. And don't forget to tell them that you're here for me. I'm no radio star. I'm no king of the car. In the morning you will know why you had to let her go. I'm no radio star, but I'm the duke of the bar. I dig the scene.
He digs the scene.
Yeah, but the scene don't seem to dig me. I've got the
He's
trend
got the trend.
just before it ends. I blew the whole thing years ago, but then again, who gives a damn? Taking tallies at the door, asking who you come to see. I recognize every face in this crowd, some are even related to me. I'm no radio star. I'm no king of the car. In the morning you will know why you had to let her go. I'm no radio star. I'm no radio star. I'm no king of the car. In the morning you will know why you had to let her go. I'm no radio star.
Thanks everyone for listening. See you all Wednesday night, 7 p.m. for more music, more tunes. If you're a musician or artist and you listen to this, watch this, saw some of it, send me a track, dan.drago@25o'clockpod.com. I want to use it. I want to share it. I got a whole bunch of music. I hope to do a bunch of these. So until next time, Dan Drago, 25 o'clock, live radio stream. Fun times for all. Till next time, take care of yourselves. See you Wednesday night.